Yeah, and hopefully by next week it'll start to cool off a little bit, but if the game was this weekend, it would be 90s. So
you'd need the sunscreen for sure.
Yeah, but pretty comfortable out there right now. We have a great view of the full moon with our camera in Estes Park, showing that kind of dropping down behind the banner there on the top of your screen. Notice just a few scattered clouds illuminated by that moonlight. So beautiful view up in Rocky Mountain National Park this morning. 57 at DIA, 61 downtown, so a pleasant start to the day. Light breeze out of the south, humidity at 40%. Readings are slightly cooler in places like Greeley, now at 55 degrees. We have 54 in the Springs and 57 for Burlington and Lyman, 46 degrees. You have some 40s up in the high country, too. Planning out your Friday, it'll rise into the 80s by lunchtime, and in the metro area will be dry most of the day, but we'll see those clouds building in during the afternoon, but we still should have no problem crossing that 90-degree mark. I think that will make this day number 66 of doing that this season. Satellite and radar view of the west is showing why we have the isolated showers and storms flaring up each afternoon, mainly in the mountains, because that push of moisture coming up from the south really is over Utah and Nevada, but the western half of Colorado is experiencing that moisture and getting those showers and storms in the afternoon. The eastern half just not as lucky, and that's why we had that red flag warning yesterday. Today we'll have slightly higher humidity values and lighter winds, so that's why the fire danger hasn't warranted the red flag warning today. Mountains will see another round of showers and storms. Here we are at noontime, but the computer model guidance doesn't have the coverage like yesterday. So anything that forms will be very hit or miss. We're not going to see a whole lot of this to ruin your outdoor plans today if you're going hiking or heading up to the high country to start your weekend. But some places will see rain briefly and maybe even some downpours. But there's that fine line as to who sees the clouds and who sees the rain, and then where it stays dry and sunny today. So the further east you go, the warmer the temperatures. Notice Fort Morgan 93, Bennett 92, and Greeley 93 degrees. And then in the other direction, upper 80s for Boulder, upper 70s for Estes Park, and likewise for Grand Lake and for Blackhawk. If you're going to the Central Mountains today, 70s there, 40s at night. Forecast in Reading today brings us to 91 in the metro area. So there are those 90s sticking around through the holiday weekend, and we see those 90s continue into early next week, but 80s then follow.